Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday, another tournament. As always on Fridays, here on my channel. I am a little bit tired today, so I'm sorry if I don't have enough energy. Maybe Subu, because he's going to join the commentary soon. He's going to maybe take over the energy part. But yeah, today we have, so it's the start of a new month of events. We already had a couple of events, some hosted by Subu, even an event yesterday that was held at North American Prime Time, and it's gonna be a little bit of a meme from now on. But we also had Oak, who was from Europe. He competed at 4 a.m. We got the lifeless. Yeah. Um, he competed and he won the tournament. So that's kind of crazy. Um, and yeah, today we have a regular event, so it's a part of the first week. I'm actually very curious to see how the rankings are going to look like after the first week. What I know for sure is that Subu and Oak, two of the most decorated players in this a new ranking system. They have already racked a couple of points. We'll see what happens today as well. So we have this tournament. We have 9 people competing in it, which is a good number. We're going to do a double elimination, and um, and after that, if we're going to finish um, in I don't know, in less than 3 hours, we can do a random character event after. And I know you guys like those tournaments a lot. Those are going to be minor tournaments. This one is a medium tournament. And before I do the shuffle, because we have a new player competing, everybody else is quite used to the system, but let me tell you how the house rules work for the best of two. The best of two is a system that it's a custom system that I made for Hellish Quart. It kind of works like this. So we play 2 sets of 7 flags. Obviously, if one player wins both sets, they go through. But if the sets are tied, so 1-1, we're going to do a tiebreak. But the tiebreak is going to depend on the scores that we had in the first set and in the second set. And more precisely, for example, if you win with 7-2, that means you still have 5 flags left, right? Because it's 7 minus 2, that is 5. If your opponent defeated you 7-4, they have 3 flags left. So basically, the tiebreak is going to could be an asymmetric fight with the remaining number of flags. Or to make it easier, um, it's first to 14. So obviously, if you win both sets, you get to 14. But if sets are won by the two different players, then we're going to have to play a tiebreak to see who reaches 14 first. Do not worry if we go into that set tiebreak, and by the way, that applies only to the winner's bracket. I am going to tell you exactly in competition calls what's the number of flags that you have left, but it's not difficult once you get used to it. In the lower bracket, we use best of one, so only one set to make things a little bit faster and smoother. And the recent change, which is if we get to the second final of the tournament, that's also going to be best of one, 7 flags. So without further ado, let's shuffle. Today is the 5th, so we're going to do 5 shuffles. Let me share it with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's have a look at the bracket. Oh, first match, it's between me and the person who's just joined the tournament Koala. It's not going to be an easy fight. The winner of that is going to face Mike. Then we're going to have Subu versus Piper, Oak versus Chessis, and Glorious Purpose versus Landsnecht. Yeah, so let's start the tournament, and the first fight is between me and the last. Imagine if he beats me. Maybe I shouldn't have let him join. It's all good. I truly believe that when it comes to double elimination, sometimes you start from the first round, sometimes you start from the second, sometimes your opponent doesn't come, sometimes you have like a more favorable path towards the final, sometimes you just have to fight killers along the way, and in some way, like in the grand scheme of things, it kind of checks out. And that's actually one of the things that is good about double elimination, because it keeps things fresh. You get some fun matches in the first round, or maybe some people manage to get a little bit further. Yeah, so it's always fun to do that. Again, we're using the speed mod 1.1, which means that it makes the game 10% faster. My advice for Glorious, because he's the only one that hasn't played with this mod, is just play your normal gameplay. It's not a big difference. It's not going to affect you in a major way, and that's it. Basically, nothing mechanically, nothing changes. It's just the pace of it. Right. So let's start. And as I said, it's gonna be my fight against Koala. So I'm sending him a Parsec link to join. I'm going to start on the left. He's going to start on the right. There he is. Koala is the eternal dark horse. He's a player that can join a tourney at any time and still perform really well. So I do not underestimate him whatsoever. Oh, I didn't see who he picked. I'm gonna find out in a second. I'm going with Isabella as always. Oh, Sam. Pretty tough matchup. Oh, that missed. Unlucky there for Koala. 3. Yeah, that's what I said. Koala is always dangerous. Nice flag. GG. Nice first set. We're gonna swap sides, 7 to 5, so only 2 flags difference. Swap sides. No. Marie. Okay. Marie's a little bit better than she used to be. And Koala is actually pretty good with Marie, but I would say that she's still at a little bit of a disadvantage against Isabella. Still, I'll treat this fight very seriously. I know what he wants to do. The anti-Isabella move. welcome, Subu. How are you?
Doing good. I saw this fight on the previous round stuff on YouTube. Koala going with Marie now though.
Yeah, he knows a couple of tricks against Isabella, but I also know his tricks with her. But it's still not an easy fight.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, lately I wouldn't say that Marie is that much of an easy fight. Of course, there are some ways that you can bully her, but if the other person doesn't lose their cool, you may be in
Mm-hmm.
a long fight.
Yeah, I think she still has a lot of issues though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd still rate her pretty low. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like a good Marie player, we've seen what Turk can do actually recently,
Yeah.
so nice.
GG. Well played. He had some tricks up his sleeve there, but it wasn't enough. Good first fight. Koala will be fighting in the lower bracket. 14-7 it was. And you are actually next, and you're gonna fight
Okay.
a pretty difficult opponent in Piper. But honestly, I wouldn't worry because Piper's only doing good on your host for some reason.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I would say, well, Oak actually does well on every host, but for some reason, he also does very well on yours.
Yeah.
Don't know. I think he just played so many times, just got used to it. And the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
if you play multiple times, then you don't even think about like there's ping or there's something else. You just kind of play. It just takes like a little bit to adjust, and then you don't think about it anymore,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, that's how
helps.
I typically approach it too.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
helps. Subu, Piper. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I can tell you're under the weather, so appreciate you still trying to host this.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So let's go. Subu is left side. Piper is right side. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. Bara versus Alex. I noticed that you changed your name into Keshig of Bara. Keshig were like the elite Mongol troops, right? Like some
Yeah, yeah,
sort
heavy
of,
lancers.
yeah.
I thought Silent Sword didn't make much sense anymore since I don't play Alex.
Hmm. Yeah, I like these names, these role play type of names.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Snap cut attempt there blocked by Piper, and it's 1-1. Oh, nice push, but did not. Oh, gets caught there. 2-1. Yeah, fast-paced fight as always. Oh, and Subu with a very good defense there. Usually Piper goes with a two-piece attacks just to make sure that he lands that push punish, but Subu pressed back, and then on Piper's whiff he got the flag. That was really cool. Double. Oh. Piper with a long range move that hits from close range. Subu chops the hand there, 4-2.
Oh, I can't move. 1 second.
Sure.
Alright, yeah, I'm good.
Lost control there. Oh, nice side step.
Yeah, good eye, Piper. He saw I wasn't moving and immediately knew something was wrong.
Yeah. Oh, goes for
Oh,
the
nice.
jump. Goes through the guard there. 5-3. Oh, nice forward cut. Not much happening here. They're just throwing cuts at each other. Oh, goes low, and then follows up with a nice cut. 6-4, and I think at this point Piper has scored a good number of flags, and he loses the last one. 7-4. Piper is now on the left. Subu is on the right. Swap sides. So 7-4 for Subu that was. First of all, Piper will have to win the set. And as I always say, his focus needs to be on winning the set, because even if he wins it at 1 flag difference, he will still have a chance in the tiebreak. 1 versus 3 is not impossible. But first he needs to win this one. Subu gets the first flag. 1-1 now. Again, the side step. Probably Barabash's best weapon. I think it's probably the best side step in the game. And again, it lands again. I was about to say that Alex has some side steps of his own, and he manages to land one there, and I think Piper was trying to anticipate. Oh, caught him with the jump. The jump tracks, by the way, so the jump is not such a bad move as I know it's a little bit of a meme, but the jump is actually a decent move, I would say, like a B tier move. And again, the side step there for Piper. Subu a little bit over aggressive there, I think. Push and nice follow up, 5-3. And at this point, Piper makes it a lot more interesting. And he's also a little bit more measured, I would say. Oh, tried the side. I don't know what happened there, but Piper got a cut in. 6-3. Oh, Nice one from Subu. Perfect. And it's 4 now. Piper still needs to win the set. Easier said than done. Nice chop there from Subu. Double. Both of these characters hit pretty hard and pretty fast. Oh, nice one. Catches him with the cut. Oh, goes low. It was a good attempt there, but Piper still got it. Still got the double. 7-5. Stay on the same sides, guys. And it's gonna be 2 versus 3. So Piper has 2 flags left, and Subu has. You don't need to swap the sides. Piper, select your character, please. There we go. Okay, so Piper has 2 flags, and Subu has 3. Yeah, so for those watching, because Subu won 7-4 and Piper won 7-5. So Piper needs to score 3, Subu needs to score 2. Here we go. Intense match between these two. Another side step, a double. Nice forward cut. Oh, tries to go low but gets punished. I think it was just 1 inch away, and again catches him before he does the side step. Piper needs only 1 more. It's still not done yet. Subu needs 2 though. Oh, and a nice cut to the arm. I think Bara has a problem blocking some of these forward cuts for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that was weird. GG.
It looked exactly like the Yan thing when Yan does the Y and Bara does not block it. Yeah. Physics. I don't know.
Yeah, none of that made sense, but it was good fight, Piper. The rest of it was good. Just, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you're going to bounce back. So Piper manages to win. Subu scores 12 flags in total. Subu will be fighting in the lower bracket. And obviously he will have a chance of coming back from there. In the final, he's done it before. Piper moves on to the next round. Now we have Oak versus Chessis. Oak, again, one of the favorites of this tournament, if not the favorite. I can't call him the favorite because he's won the last tournament here on my host. He's also the Grandmaster on the server, which means that he was #1 last month. And he won the tournament last night, so he's probably the favorite here tonight to win the tourney. We'll see if he can manage to do it. Let's get Chessis in. And immediately after that, we're gonna do Glorious Purpose. Who I'm looking to see. I mean, I've seen him on Subu's tourney, but I know he's from Italy, and he did pretty well on Tao's tourney. He got 2nd place in a round robin Hema tourney, which is not as easy as it sounds. Hema tournaments tend to be pretty brutal. I always say that it's harder to beat somebody in a Hema match Sorry, it's harder to beat the more experienced player in a HEMA match than in a normal match. He got second place, and there were also a lot of great players in that tournament, like Eve and Oak and Tao and everybody. There's no Chesses. Oh, there he is, as I say it. Subu, would you mind taking over for this one?
Yeah, sure.
Um, I'll be right back. Let me make sure that they get the correct sides. Oak on the left, most likely he's going to play his Laszlo. And Chesses on the right. Let's see who Chesses goes with. Goes with Sam. So it looks like recently Chesses has started to main Sam. I know he played a few characters, but yeah. Somebody
Okay,
turn down the volume.
Samuel versus Laszlo. Snap cut, nice.
1 second. Somebody turn.
Yeah, I saw that with the volume.
Yeah, turn down the volume. Okay. Now we can fight.
Upcut from Oak. Yeah, Oak's already on fire. Texas has to lock in. No sign of slowing down despite being up ridiculously late. Last night for me. I don't know how he does this. He must have, like, as soon as the tournament ended, he must have just... Well, when he was done fighting, I should say, he must have just went straight to bed. Yeah, he didn't stay the whole time, and it's probably a good thing he didn't stay the whole time, because there was one flag that we had that felt like it took 10 minutes. But it was a great flag that I'll post later, the whole fight, because it was really good. I was fighting Teflon, who's come back. And I was just thinking, like, if Oak had to sit through that, that would have been just brutal. But no, it wasn't slow because there wasn't action. There was tons of action. It's just for some reason we were both locked in and nobody was getting hit despite our best efforts, and we were exchanging for minutes on end. It was great. And if Teflon didn't let me get that early lead, it could have easily been his win, or it could have easily been pretty much equal. But Oak, yeah, he's just, again, no sign of slowing down or anything like that. Needs 2 more to secure a really convincing win. But Chestis is not going to make that easy. Grab from Oak. Going for the style points. Chestis, I think... Oh, grab again! That's incredible. I think Oak is just on fire. I don't know if Chessis really played badly. It's just Oak is exploiting those small mistakes that seem pretty trivial, but they don't end up being trivial in practice. What was that? 7-3, right? You guys can continue, I guess. Yeah. I'll look back and make sure that score is noted. Yeah, they're 7-3. Oak almost actually lost that last one, but going with Jan Chessus, which is also a smart choice, but Oak knows this matchup well by now. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, just to switch characters to somebody he struggles with. And yeah, Venator wasn't able to come back just yet, so for those unaware, Oak is actually on the right now.
Okay, I'm back. Yes, I'm not gonna stop these guys, so I'm gonna let them fight.
Yeah.
What was the score in the first one?
7-3 for Oak.
Okay.
Chess is scoring 1. It's a smart pick, but like I said, Oak knows this matchup very well, so I don't think it's enough to switch. Chessus will have to show some knowledge of the character beyond the ordinary moves, like the low stab or the corkscrew. And even then, it might not be enough. Oak is just that good. Yeah, that sidestep Y, I see why Chessus did it. It didn't even connect, but I see why he tried it. It wouldn't have traded favorably with Laszlo anyway. It made sense to try it, but it's not a very strong move. Waiting for a stab. Oh, then, yeah, that long guard cut actually has a lot of functional range because Laszlo moves forward. And he can use it to parry a stab because it comes from long guard.
Oh.
That dash and thrust, nice.
Yeah, a little bit of an underrated move. It seems to connect.
Yeah. I'd say this is going pretty much the same as Samuel, so I don't know if the pick was bad. It's just
Nice.
Oak is that good.
Yeah, I think he knows how to play against both, and I think with Jan it's kind of the same thing as he had with Martha as Kalk. Like he tried as much as possible to understand the matchup and get better, and since he's focused so much on that matchup, now he can actually do very well against these characters.
Ooh. I think if he moved forward with some slashes, he might have secured that kill. Actually blocks that. That was a... He obviously pressed back really quick there, Chessus. And it worked. Yeah, he's actually... this is going better, so yeah. Jan was a good pick for him. It's just... Oak was too good.
Yeah. Oak with a strong performance here. Overall, 14-7. Chessus will be fighting in the lower bracket, and he is going to meet the winner between Koala and the loser of the next fight, which is Glorious Purpose. So we're gonna see him for the first time in my events. We're gonna call him Glorious, but he has a very tricky opponent in front of him, which is Landsnicht. Actually, let's go with Lansk. Glorious is from Italy, so he's actually not far from here, so he needs to have a pretty good ping. I reckon it should be like 35, 40, something like that. Do you know if Glorious needs keyboard? Have any idea?
I don't think he does.
Okay, we're gonna find out. Yeah, let me see. What's the ping? 48. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, Glorious takes the left. Lanz takes the right. I think he does need keyboard. Take the left, Glorious. Yeah. And Lanz is taking the right. no control. You're on the left, by the way. So Glorious is on the left, Lance is on the right. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. The two-story villains are now meeting Marina and Tarnavsky.
Mm-hmm.
They were related, right? If I'm not mistaken, or at least they had the same.
Yeah, she's a niece.
Yeah, and he's the nephew, right? So they have the same
Yeah,
uncle.
niece to the uncle. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but we're not sure if they're actually related or if,
Yeah, could be adopting. Who knows?
but they both
Nice
have a
cut.
claim to Uncle Nikolai's wealth. So yeah, let's see who gets it. Lance trying to be tricky. Look at that. I, I, I often see that people are very similar. Like picking characters is not random. Like people often like their their nature in gaming is reflected also through the character's identity. Like Tarnavsky is okay. The third flag there for Lance. Tarnavsky is supposed to be like an old cunning fox, right? Like somebody that kind of tricks you. Like he doesn't have necessarily the like he would do whatever it takes to just win a fight, and that includes tricking
Right.
you with. So Lance fights exactly that way. So he's not just a conventional type of fighter doing a lot of tricks. Second flag there for Glorious, and it's kind of the
Yeah, that
same
was well done.
for a lot of the players. Like for example, in fighting and in gaming, like I like precision, I like technique, I like clean fighting. So Isabella matches perfectly that type of gameplay. You like something like it that is more energetic, dynamic, explosive. That's why I play Bara, so it reflects really well
Yeah.
to the personality of the player. Nice. Alright, let's get back to the fight. Glorious here making a little bit of a comeback. He's still one flag behind, but he managed to score 3. And now the fourth flag. And I
Nice.
like that he's moving back and forth. He's taking advantage of Marina's pretty good footwork, I would say. She's pretty fast on her feet.
Yeah, in and out. Nice there, low cut. Shields the head, and there's a hit.
Showing some good stuff here. I can see now how he got second place in the team. It's still very impressive to me that he got.
Yeah.
He got that.
Yeah, he is very new after all.
Nice two-piece combo there, and Glorious is one flag away from winning this first set. Dash thrust. Side step. Oh, and he gets punished. Like he was trying to do the side step.
Ooh.
That laugh. It's always funny. Okay, 7-5 that was, which means Lance will have to win the second set and then win the tie break. Swap sides, please. I think Lance had a very good start. But Gloria was able to weather the storm there. And he had a pretty decent performance, I'd say. I'm not sure what are Tarnavsky's options here in this fight. Probably that fast sidestep that he has. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, something like that.
And of course, apart
Or just finding a way around the shield.
yeah, maybe some of those cuts that usually fly. Oh, nice thrust there. Usually those cuts that fly above the guard.
Yeah.
He doesn't have. I'm not sure if he has any leg attacks or any viable leg attacks.
Yeah, not very many if he does.
Push there. Tarna has the same push animation as Getty. Nice one from Glorious. 2-1.
Good exchange there. Glorious purpose switching it up there. Nice.
That was perfect. Hit the leg and then I like that he's going up and down with the attacks. You can definitely see the fight IQ that Glorious has.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah, nice.
like regardless if
Good
he
follow-up.
knows all the game mechanics and all the matchups or the moves or anything, he just kind of understands how a fight should go. Like I strike and I go to distance, I go to this angle, I go low, I go high. So these are things that are going to take you a long way. Not only in Hellish Quart, but in almost any fighting game. Just having this basic fight IQ to understand how, because there are so many principles that are just kind of the same. Even in Tekken.
Yeah.
The more you get better, you realize that you just can't spam all those combos like crazy and overwhelm people. It's gonna come down to just keeping your distance, punishing whiffs, and stuff like that. Oh, to the face, 4-3.
Nice.
Anyway, Lanz I think is still doing a good job, and I like that he's actually quite composed. He's trying to find some windows. Still trying to be tricky.
Yeah. Trying to snipe the hand there. Not able to do it. The dash. And then pause to do a different cut. Yeah. Maybe the dash thrust would have been better.
Yeah, I think Tarnavsky
Going ham. Oh, yeah.
Tarnavsky actually has a lot of combinations that are pretty much unknown to a lot of players. Like they don't know exactly when they start and when they end. So that's one of Tarnavsky's weapons, I think. The fact that he's tricky attacks. But anyway, Glorious again with another very good punish. And Glorious only needs one more flag here to finish this match and move on to the next fight. Lanz will have to win this set and then also win the tiebreak. But if he manages to win the set, it's going to be only 1 versus 2 in the tiebreak, which is very winnable. Nice.
Oh, tries to go low again, but the push interrupts it. Yeah. Lanz is not giving up. Good push.
He says something there.
push doesn't connect because of the cut there.
And
Nicely done.
the same result, 7-5. It was a really good fight. I enjoyed it. But Glorious proves that he is a rising star here, I would say. The fact that he
Mm-hmm.
got the second place in the Taos tourney, he got him some points. So at the end of this week, I expect to see him maybe in top 10. He's definitely going to be there. And through my experience, if you get a like a second place in a tourney, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're gonna get a top 15 spot. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
if you also participate in other tournaments and you get some points from there, like participation points and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, Glorious is going to fight Oak, and now we're gonna have the last fight of winners bracket round two, and after that we're going to immediately go to the lower bracket and fight and have three fights over there. But this one is going to be between me and Mike. I haven't fought Mike in some time, so I'm pretty sure he has improved. Mike will need. And by the way, after this fight, Subu, you need to be ready because you're going to be
Mm-hmm.
fighting. I mean, no, you're gonna fight one fight only, which is going to be between
Okay.
the loser of this fight, actually, between me and my greatest nemesis. Um, Between me and Mike, so whoever loses this
Yeah.
one will be fighting you. More incentive for me to win this fight because I do not want to fight you in the lower bracket,
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
and you probably don't want that either.
Yeah, that's true.
But for Mike though, because he's been saying it all the time, like he's gonna fight me, and if he doesn't win, he's gonna fight you. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a great time. But yeah, that's the reality of Hellish Quart tourneys. But if he wins here, he will be in a very good position. Mike, I sent you the Steam link. Keeps crashing. Okay. Let's send another one. Yeah, it happened to me before. Don't worry. Here we go. Yeah. Immediately after this fight, we're gonna do Lanz versus Koala. Then we're gonna do Subu versus the loser of this fight, and then it's gonna be Chessis versus the winner between Lanz and Koala. And after that, we're moving on to the winners bracket. Crashed again. I don't know, man. Here, take this one. Do you want to bet that for the random tourney, we're gonna have more people than in this one?
Probably, yeah.
That always happens. Eve is gonna be 100% in it. That's what he usually does. He likes to cook
Mm-hmm.
during the first tourney and then join after. But you want to know a funny thing? Well,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much that matters to him, but it's just a funny thing. He signed up for the final tournament for the Olympics. He lost the first fight that he had,
Mm-hmm.
but that 1 point that he got from participating in that tournament got him the fifth place and still kept his master title. So had he
Wow.
not competed in that one, he would have fallen to the other rank. Cannot join. Mike has some problems. Yeah, the random tournaments are always fun because you get to play some characters that you don't usually play without too much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that we have some inbuilt Discord system to select random characters, and also Racer made the mod with random, but I just feel it's a lot more fun when you just watch the wheel spinning. and
Yeah,
uh,
for sure.
and
It's become a meme.
yeah, it's a little bit of a meme. And sometimes it's even because I shuffle the characters, which means that sometimes, like for example, if on the first spin we had Isabella and Getty next to each other, then if I
Mm-hmm.
shuffled it, we're gonna have like Laszlo and somebody else next to each other. And sometimes it's right on the line between like a very bad character for that person or a very good one. So it's
Yeah.
it's always fun, like one of their mains or somebody that they didn't want to get whatsoever. Oh, Mike is trying to connect through Parsec. Yeah, it's probably not gonna work. I'm not sure why. I know Mike is from Europe, right? He's
Yeah. I think
definitely.
France or something.
Yeah, try Steam again. Okay. No turning without technical issues. Check yeah. Okay. I know that recently they started calling the country Czechia.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Before that, in English, it was the Czech Republic. But in my language, we call it Czechia, which is obviously a lot similar to Czechia. So to me,
Right,
it's
yeah.
seems pretty natural. Not working. Okay, let me restart Steam. I'm gonna restart Steam, so the game and everything. Maybe something on my end, which I kind of doubt, but we'll see. let's see. Um, come on, Mike. Crashed again. Okay, Mike is gonna do a restart of his PC. So
Okay.
what we're gonna do until then, we're gonna do Lans versus Koala. And after that, we're gonna do the winner of this fight. It's actually Koala. No, it's Lens. Yeah. And after that, the winner of this fight will be fighting Chesses. And hopefully, in the meantime, we can get Mike in. Okay, Koala is ready. We need Lance. Lance versus Koala, I think it's going to be pretty interesting. It's kind of Trickster versus Trickster. But Koala is also a guy that knows how to just flip the switch into a very conservative type of playstyle. Lance waiting for you. He's not in the chat. There he is. Okay, so Lance is on the left side, Koala is on the right side. This is a best of one match, 7 flags, so whoever wins will continue in the tournament. Whoever loses will be eliminated. Lance on the left, Koala on the right. Did I give him keyboard? Yeah. Lance, your left. I think something happened. Yeah, I think we're good now. Oh, Hassan from Subo, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Just making sure that because sometimes um,
Yeah.
I can't hear you on Discord, and maybe you're saying something. And
Yeah, I get it.
all right, this is a fun fight, I think. And I know there's been a little bit of a discussion on the server about Hassan, if he can be good or if he can be taken to a different level. Like if there's somebody that can actually do some cool things with Hassan, that would be Koala. So let's see what happens here.
Oh, gets the flag actually of that dashing.
Yeah, 1-1.
I think Hassan has a lot of staying power against Tarnowski. He has good HP, quick cuts, so he's actually able to punish Tarnowski really quickly.
Yeah.
And he's also tall, so he doesn't have that working against him.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think Hassan is a bad character at all. I think he is a decent character. He's not a tournament winning character, but he does have everything you need for him to be very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
He has good speed. His damage is also pretty good. His guard is not bad, even though it's a high guard. It's just that he's very simple. That's it.
Yeah.
And Koala is
Oh,
actually
nice.
proving that just playing simple works. Oh, nice push there. But Tarna has thick skin. And oh, nice one there again from Koala. 5-2. Oh, he hit him there with the lower attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, reminder that the winner of this fight will be fighting again immediately after this one.
Push. Nice kill.
Yeah, Koala a little bit over.
Land's not out of it.
Yeah. Actually, I'd like to, if Koala wins this one, I would love to see him using Hassan in the next one as well. It's a pretty underused character, but Lanz has something to say about that. Got 2 flags in a row, and it's just 1 flag behind. Oh, caught him there. I like that Koala's doing 2 attacks every time, and one of them is high and one of them is a little bit low.
Mm-hmm.
Double this time. Oh, perfect punish. Koala needs only 1 more. Lanz needs 3.
Trick shot. Goes with a belly lunge.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh, not quite there.
Yeah, perfect timing.
Went with the A cut, but Tarna beat him to it. Belly lunge, just going on the offensive. Koala's definitely confident here.
Oh,
Push, nice, and he gets it.
yeah, 7-5. Great fight, very close. Lanz is unfortunately eliminated from this tournament, but he's done pretty well. Koala will continue, and Koala will be actually fighting now again. He will be fighting Chesses. But there's going to be, as I said, a random character tourney after, so if Lanz is still around, he can compete, so thank you very much. Let's get Chesses in to fight Koala. Also best of 1. I would love to see again Hassan from Koala, but obviously he can pick whoever he wants. Koala says, "Quick, how do I play the new character? One move that works." It just kind of reminds me a little bit of the of Cherno. And I find Cherno and Koala very similar in a lot of things. Cherno just Googled a character and the move that works for the Tekken tournament, then he won it. That was crazy.
Yeah,
He even took a round off Warden, which is pretty crazy.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
It's not a small feat in a game like that.
yeah. Chessa says, "Is it possible to skip me?" Yeah, no worries. Okay, so Koala's gonna be fighting a little bit later. Let's see if Mike works now. But before that, I just need 1 minute. I'll be back. Just getting some
All
water.
right.
Okay, let's get Mike in. And Subu's a fun fact: uh, Romania and Canada are playing their first football game ever tonight, or
Oh,
soccer,
really?
as you call it. Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, the first football, and the match is actually not very far from me. I mean, it's here in Bucharest. It's just
Hmm.
kind of like 15 minutes by car, something like that. I can even hear the people on the stadium
Nice,
right
nice.
now. Let's get Mike in. Come on, Mike. Crash. Why? just don't understand why it crashes. Um, there is a little bit of a problem here because okay, we can try with a different host, but then if you move on and compete, then it's not fair to do something like for people to play on a host that was not advertised or with some settings that
Mm.
were not advertised. So that's a little bit problematic.
Mike says just continue without me.
Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. Like we could do it right now. Like I don't have a problem with it. But if he continues in the
Hmm.
tourney, then it's not fair to the other people to play on your host or on a different host with a different setting when it was advertised when this was advertised. And
Right, yeah.
I feel like it will set a precedent where you know we're gonna have like different different settings and a different host. So that interferes a little bit with the integrity of the event. But let's try one more time. Because I remember Plebeian also asked me once that if he could host something in my tournament, and I said, look, it's a great idea, but then you're gonna have people playing on a host that was not advertised. So um, Subu, would you like to try to
Hmm.
connect with Steam and because I want to see if it's on my end or if it's on Mike's
Sure.
end because it might be something on my end. Try to connect with one of the links that we have there.
Oh, I think it crashed for me as well.
What did you get? Did you get some?
I didn't get an error, I just suddenly was kicked out.
Just kick. Maybe it could be like a Steam remote problem overall.
Yeah, could be. Starts loading, then suddenly stops everything. Yeah, that's what I got too on Steam.
I remember there was once a problem with Steam remote that it wasn't working. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so unfortunately, it's also sad that he had to fight me, but obviously I'm not. I don't want to take advantage of something like this. It's just, yeah. Maybe we can see what could stop Mike from joining Parsec, so we can work with Parsec. But I guess Steam is just not working today.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right.
All right, reconnecting the parsec.
Sure. So that means you also got a free win against Mike. Obviously, not the way we want it to go, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
And
it's just how it goes.
yeah, let's do Chesses versus Koala now. Hopefully, Chesses was able to. Come back. Okay, he's not yet. Okay, what we're gonna do? I'm gonna since I was about to fight, I'm gonna do my fight with Piper in the winners
Mm-hmm.
bracket, and after that we're gonna see. We don't have too many other fights, so this is a round 3 fight. Piper had a very good performance against you earlier, and Piper is a little bit on a good streak recently. So I'm gonna take him very seriously, and also considering that Alex is a tough character to beat. There he is. Here we go. Finally, we get some fights. Here we go. Yeah, Alex can prove to be a tough matchup for Isabella, even though she has some good tools against him. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that was. Jesus, bro. Leave me alone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice sidestep there. Yeah, fighting Piper is not easy. Even if there's some disparity of flags in your favor, it still feels like you have to work each time.
Yeah.
And don't know about these European sports with no skates. Very few Canadians actually say that, by the way, Piper.
A boot. Yeah, it's a little bit of a
Yeah.
medium.
Yeah, I think there's an accent somewhere where it actually is a thing, and that's probably where it came from, but
I used to work for TELUS actually. I'm pretty
yeah.
sure you know what TELUS is.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've never. I was on the phone. I was on customer support,
Hmm.
and I've never heard any Canadian saying a boot. Like
Yeah.
they were just speaking normally.
Right, yeah. There's some regional accents if you can pick up on them, but yeah, we sound like Americans essentially, have some very slight variations.
Hmm.
The the Newfies on Newfoundland are the one exception. There's some like maritime accents that are weird, but even they don't really say that. So, but Newfoundland's an island, so it's kind of to be expected. They're a bit different. They only joined Canada in 1950, so
Yeah. Oh,
they were a
Marta.
British territory before then. And the reason they joined was just economic trouble because of the war, World War II. We gave them an offer they couldn't refuse. Anyway, back to the fight here. Venator with 3 flags in a row. There's another one. Yeah, Venator really wants to finish this. And this is how you should fight Marta, too. I mean, if you can get a quick blade beat in that doesn't require too much recovery, and you can just follow it up, then you're in good shape. And the X cut actually proving pretty good to get around. It's got a bigger wind up, but if you set it up just right, you can still displace the rapier and get a hit. Double. I'm not even sure how that was a double actually, because the hand came off, but maybe the timing was just right. Who knows? Yeah, Venator going ham, not able to get the kill this time as Piper delivers some cuts of his own. Punch, nice. That backdash was clutch. If that didn't happen, that would have been Venator's death. And yeah, flawless performance.
GG. Yeah, I learned some things from Tao actually.
Hmm.
With dealing with Marta. He has a couple of good tools to use against her, so I learned a couple of stuff. Uh, Good fight. Piper will be fighting in the lower bracket. And let me see if there is a chance for you two to meet again. Yes, it is. But in the semifinals. So in the semifinals, you
Yeah.
guys may meet again. Um, and the Chesses said that he needs a little bit more time. So we're gonna go with a pretty anticipated fight here. Oak versus Glorious. Oak, the man of the hour, versus Glorious, the surprise of the hour. It's always nice to see. We're definitely going to see Laszlo versus Marina. And something tells me that Glorious is actually going to do pretty well in this fight. I'm not sure if he can win, but he's not going to go down without a fight. But there's one particular thing when it comes to competition, like most of us have gone through a lot of very tough moments. Like you lose the first 3 4 flags in like 20 seconds, or you fumble a flag, or um, the opponent comes back recovering a huge difference, or you're fighting only tough matches and whatnot. So these are certain things that made a lot of the players better at the game, and that's just something that does not has nothing to do with the skill in the game, but it's just with the tournament mindset. So that's
Mm-hmm.
something that we have to see if Glorious can handle, which is, for example, if Oak has a very sharp start with a lot of flags, can he come back? Can he keep his composure? And it happens to the best of us. For me, for example, like every time I fumble a flag, like every time I
Mm-hmm.
lose that fight, like I don't know, something happens and I just lose the
Yeah.
fight because I fumbled the flag. And I think
Yeah.
all of us have this sort of thing that if something happens, is just kind of, I don't know. It affects your
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah, I mean, it happens all the time in chess too. You'll see somebody make some blunder, and then everything after it's just blunder after blunder after blunder, and even if it's even the most simple of blunders, because you're just tilted, right? So you think you've lost the game, and you start moving pieces because you just want to get it over with, and then you just make the whole situation worse.
Nice one. And you know what happens sometimes? Sometimes you're thinking about what could be the worst thing that can happen, and it's actually a very low chance that that thing happens, but it happens anyway.
Hmm. Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, and it's
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like I can give you an example. Like for example,
Hmm.
you fight a very good player in the first round of the tournament. You win that fight, and you say, "What would be the chance of this guy coming back from the lower bracket and then beating me twice in the final?"
Hmm.
You think it's very low, but sometimes it actually happens. You know, like it comes
Yeah.
back from the dead and just beats you. 3-1 now.
Oh, nice time.
I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
Okay. Yeah, very active fight so far. Glorious Purpose proving pretty good with Marina. But this is a matchup that Oak has fought before successfully. That lunge, yeah, that's very good here. Very, very good move here. Aims right for that sword arm. Lunge. Yeah, this time not able to connect it though. Glorious Purpose getting a flag. Push, nice, yeah. Glorious Purpose maybe getting a bit too aggressive there. Like that name, by the way, reminds me of the show Loki, which is one of the few shows that Disney produced that was actually okay. Like, it had some problems, but certainly the first season was not that bad, and it had its moments. I don't know about the ones that came after. I've pretty much given up on Marvel, but which is sad because I love the franchise. I just hate the company behind it, and I hate the all the recent films for the most part. It's like Star Wars. They took a franchise that was perfect. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Amazing characters, amazing story, and they just took a shit on it. Doesn't matter if there's a gem under there, it's still covered with shit. So anyway, Oak won that 7-2, so this is pretty difficult for Glorious Purpose. He absolutely has to win this to stay in the winner's bracket. But even if he does, it's going to be a tough comeback in the tiebreak, most likely. There's another one. And already Oak's in a position where if Glorious Purpose hypothetically won every single flag, well, not anymore, but it would have been equal score. At this point, Oak has a lead no matter what. It's just a matter of expanding that lead and securing the win. But it's still well worth fighting for that win. Crazier things have happened. You can win on one flag even if your opponent keeps messing up. Yeah, there it is. Glorious Purpose getting another point there. I'm glad to see he's got some fight in him still. It can be because Oak is so good, like he'll just completely like punish every little mistake. It can be very demoralizing to fight him. Not that he's making you mad or anything. It's just he's so good, and it feels like there's nothing you can do. He might be the best player on the server right now. Very humble guy. He'll say, "Nah, there's some other choices," and yeah, there's actually a lot of good players right now. But I think if there's a candidate for best player right now, like Oak has to be up there. Speaking of, we need to do the voting for the Hellish Quart stuff. That's been put on a little hiatus. I know Wiggly left, but Tao needs to get on that. No, Wiggly didn't leave the server to be clear, but he's not very active anymore because he'll be very busy, and so he's not running the voting anymore. But yeah, Oak takes it. Very similar score, 7-3. Good effort though to Glorious Purpose. And if Chessis is not back, he might have to fight me right away. Because we don't have many other fights we can do.
The first set was over, yeah?
Yeah, so 7-2, then 7-3 for Oak.
Oh, okay.
So 5 total for Glorious, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. 14-5. Glorious will be fighting in the lower bracket, and we're going there right now. We're gonna have 3 fights there. It's gonna be Chesses versus Koala, then Glorious versus Subu, and then the winner between Chesses and Koala will be fighting Piper. So let's go there right now. Chesses. Koala is going pretty fast actually, even with the technical difficulties. Yeah, so Glorious, after fighting Oak, will be fighting Subu, but that's what happens here at these stages of the tourney. And we also don't have too many players in the tourney, so it is bound to face top player. Okay, Chess is on the left, Koala on the right. This is a best of 1 fight. Yeah, Koala's going with Hassan.
Okay, Samuel. I was gonna say Gideon would be a little interesting from
Yeah, so it looks like Koala is gonna probably stick with Hassan in this tournament. I mean, obviously,
yeah.
if he wins here, he has all the reasons to do so. If he loses, gonna be eliminated. So we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe Chesses was considering Gideon for matchup reasons, but I think Sam is just fine here too, as you probably figured as well, having selected him. Ooh, back Y, but that's where Hassan can be good, is those follow-ups. It actually beat the back Y of Sam, which is pretty quick. And it wasn't just the speed, it was that the blade was able to intercept the snap cut. Sort of call out the jab. Nice.
Caught him there on the side step.
Yeah, Chesses is looking good, and as we said before, he's had great performances against the likes of Oak before. In that Shogun 2 event, he pretty much came very close to winning. And he could very well have won in a different world, but Oak was just slightly ahead in the end. And it was with Sam, too. Sam's one of his best characters. Bunch of cuts from Chessos. He's pushing that advantage. I like it. Just gotta be careful. Koala's a smart play. Yeah, good sidestep.
Perfect parry.
He's not afraid to play defensive if he needs to. Oh, but nice. Called him out there. Koala's looking to set something up. Yeah, that sidestep. That's actually one of his better moves.
Koala more cautious now.
Yeah. Nice. Catches him on the whiff. Yeah, Chess is looking for sidesteps now too. There's a stab though. Doesn't quite follow it up because of ranging there, and Koala was backing away. Good try there with the leg cut. That's arguably one of Sam's better moves, actually, when used at the correct time. Oh, good blade beat. Yeah, Chesses has to be careful not to overextend. Koala seems to have figured out some very straightforward ways to punish Sam.
Yeah.
There's a good push, and now it's even. And that's really all Koala needs. He has the experience of the game, so...
Wow. Perfect timing. Needs one more.
Yeah. Still composed. Chesses has to be careful. Oh no. Yeah. I knew something was gonna go wrong as soon as they got so close for Chesses.
Yeah. 7-5. Koala will be fighting very soon after your fight against Glorious. He's gonna fight Piper. It's gonna be a good fight. So Glorious versus Subu. Subu hasn't fought in a while, so he's itching for a good fight. Chesses, thank you very much. Hopefully we're gonna see you on the random tourney. It's going to happen. I will post the announcement just a little bit later when we get to the semifinals, and then we're gonna go. Okay, Glorious gonna be on the left, Subu on the right. Okay, good luck. Immediately after this, Koala versus Piper, which is probably gonna be Hassan versus Alex, which is a great fight. Glorious does not fall for them. Just keeping his distance. Tries to go low. Oh, it gets caught. Trying to sidestep. Bada has some pretty good leg attacks. I'm sure Subu will try to employ a couple of them throughout the fight. Oh, nice sidestep, but the follow-up missed there for Glorious. Glorious moving really well back and forth. Yeah, try to dash thrust. Subu was ready. 1-1. Again, sidestep. Glorious does not fall for it. Again, 2-1. This is the second time when Glorious is able to punish the sidestep. I'm not sure if he actually is doing that on purpose. No pun intended. Oh, nice forward cut. 3-1. Subu try to go for the leg. Yeah, Glorious is careful. Try to go for the leg himself. Subu's also patient. Double. Marina's forward cut is pretty good. Oh, goes to the belly. Subu lands one of his own. Tries the sidestep feint. Glorious is patient. Gets hit again. And even though Marina has a low HP, she survives. Subu probably needs one more. And goes to the leg, and that's it. Second flag. Oh, the stream looking a little bit choppy for some reason. Oh, this time the sidestep lands. 3-3. Bless me. Thank you. Oh, and again, Subu punishes it. 4-3. Experience is taken over. Glorious will have to figure something. Oh, nice one. 4-4. Is putting the pressure, but he is patient. Oh, the two-piece combo to the belly. 5-4. So Glorious shows that he has what it takes to come back even after losing the lead. Very close fight here. Subu trying to go for the sidestep. Sidestep there for Glorious. Lands a hit. But again, the follow-up misses. Also, thanks to Subu's footwork game, goes low for the leg. And now this is where Subu is very dangerous. When he's 3 flags behind, actually 3 flags away from winning and 1 flag from losing. But Glorious does not rush. Does not rush in for the winner. That's a mistake that a lot of people do. They're still keeping the pressure though. And I like that he adjusts his footwork based on what Subu does. Subu's careful. Forward cut. Glorious a little bit hesitant there, but still keeping up the pressure, and he gets hit. Eve, you should ask Oak what he did last night. Oh. And Subu gets his second flag, and as I said, this is where Subu gets very dangerous. Last flag. Either way, this was a great fight. No matter who gets it. Tries to go low. Oh, and once at the belly, and Glorious actually wins it.
GG.
Seven
Surprised that missed.
Yeah. That was a good fight. Congratulations.
Thought it hit his hand square there. GG though.
Congratulations to both. Glorious continues in the tournament. It's going to be in the semifinals. Subu will definitely bounce back from this, as always. Next fight, Koala versus Piper. But Glorious actually showed that he has what it takes in high-level fights.
Yeah, it bounced off his hand though, Eve, but it's okay. It was a great fight.
Koala, Piper. And the winner of this fight will immediately fight Glorious in the semi-final. Won a tournament and went to sleep.
Active parry. I don't see an active parry in that clip though. It was just a hit to the hand. The blade was not intercepting mine, so.
Yeah, well, you know what the game is like, especially
Yeah, it is what it is.
when it comes
Yeah.
down to the last flag.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of things can happen. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it. That happens to everybody, so yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I was talking about earlier. Like, you really have to put up with some of these things sometimes, and just yeah. Koala left, Piper right. Probably Hassan versus Alex. Oh, I think Piper pressed that by mistake. An Ottoman duel here, most likely. Yeah. Because we know Alex was an Ottoman Empire soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely from North Africa. While Hassan most likely wasn't Turkish himself.
Ooh, double. Yeah, he's a Janissary. Would have been a Christian slave.
The funny thing is that there is this historical animosity. Whoa. Yeah, somebody pressed. Animosity between Greeks and Turks, but the most elite Turkish core, the Janissaries, was mostly comprised of Greek children who were obviously, you know, raised to be Ottomans. So
yeah.
I'm more on the idea that where you live and the culture around you is more important than your ethnicity or heritage. So, for example, if I was born in Canada, even though my parents were Romanian. I was probably Canadian in many
Yeah,
cases.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we would regard it here too. Like if you're, a Canadian citizen, you live here, whatever it happens to be, like you're Canadian. You might come from somewhere else, in which case that's also part of your identity, but yeah, you're one of us now type of thing.
Ooh, beautiful. Okay, let's get back to this fight because it's interesting. 3-3.
Yeah.
Yeah, very aggressive play from both.
Push nice.
Yeah, Hassan has a pretty good push. A pretty good walking push. Oh, beautiful. Oh, goes high. Yeah, Koala taking over. And Koala do not leave.
Yeah, needs one more.
Oh,
Nice.
solid display. 7-3. Koala wins. Piper, gonna wait. You're invited to the next random character if you're still around. But now we're gonna see Koala taking on Glorious. And the winner of this fight will get some ranking points because we'll have a guaranteed top 3 spot. And after
Koala found a new main. It's possible. Yeah.
yeah, he's doing really well with Hassan. And we don't have any Hassan players, so Plebeian was trying him a little bit. But yeah, as I said, Hassan has good fundamentals, so he can be played well. Koala left. Glorious Purpose right side. Let's see the semi-final, by the way. Let me just correct it. So the winner of this one will be in top 3 and get some ranking points. And obviously continue in the tournament and have a chance of winning the whole thing. Oh, Glorious is not moving. There he is. Yeah. Koala has knows exactly what he wants to do here. Wants to get close. Wants to push. And even if he gets close, I think he's pretty confident in his swings.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 3. Oh, tried the crazy move. Honestly, I like the move as it was initially.
Yeah.
The first version of the move.
Yeah.
I know he was a little.
I did post something that could be
Yeah.
like his new move. I don't know if you saw. Like I was thinking a big cut from the half sword, not just. I don't know why he would do it the way he does in this game. It's just one of those things. Like it does make sense. Like you've seen like messer manuals or even longsword. Like there's stuff you can do up close where you half sword and then you shove the edge into someone's neck to grapple with them. But here it's a guard breaking move, which is kind of weird. It's just not how you do it.
Glorious is showing his medal again and scored the 3rd flag. He kind of he kind of reminds me a little bit of Carlos with his marine style. Maybe it's Carlos's alt account. Who knows? Yeah, just has some Carlos. 5-4. Because Carlos also used to play marine a little bit. Ha! 6-4. One more flag needed for Koala. And Koala again casually secures a top 3 spot in a tournament. There we go. 7-4. Congratulations to Glorious. Well played. And 4th place. Not bad. You're invited to the next one. To the random one. Okay, let me finish my fight with Oak, and after that I will post the announcement. Alright. Oak. Oh, and I had a lot of fights in the Olympics last time. Some won by me, some won by him. Eventually he got the overall win. So I need a little bit of revenge here. We'll see how it goes. This is a winner's bracket, so this is best of 2.
Nice stab to the body. Two veterans of the game here. Classic matchup as well. High guard cut. Bunch of high guard cuts trying to tag Oak coming in, but he's not falling for it. Again, the high guard cut. It's actually a pretty forcing move. Like if Oak moves the wrong way, he can totally just get hit by it. So it always is a good move to try testing the guard with, as long as you're not overextending. Now it's quite an exchange there. Nobody got hit. Well, until now. Oak. Beautiful from Oak. That's a really good move of Laszlo's. Very tough to defend yourself if you're not in a position to do so. And he's not afraid to just fire it. Just did so 3 times, actually, this flag. Sidestep. Doesn't connect, but a nice try. Nice hit. Another hit from Venator. Ooh, nice. Upcut lands after the taunt. Bender's in a good spot now. The upcut doesn't connect this time. Good try. Always a good move against Laswell. Stab coming low. High guard exposes him there. He cut to high guard there. Oak doesn't fall for it again. Good movement. Venator's ready for that attack this time. That was a good try from Oak. One more flag, literally, and he is even with Venator, so... Yeah, unfortunately, that doesn't quite happen there. He did a dash, and that upcut was ready. Slicing him open there. Very good performance from Venator, because obviously Oak has been... Oh my goodness, that was like half an inch away or something from hitting. Oak's been in top form, so to be getting any kind of lead against him is very impressive. Stab doesn't connect there. That was a good try, but yeah, that cut reaches pretty far, actually. Now it's not so clear. Well, there's a hit to the hand, though. Good Venator maintaining that at least 2-point lead, which is good for him. Thrust is deflected, but so is Oak's, actually.
GG, that was a great
And
set.
Venator takes it.
But
Yeah, it
it's
was.
obviously not over. 3 flags are not that much. I'm gonna swap sides.
Nice. Venator scored a flag. Another flag for Venator. Venator's ahead, so all he has to do is win this. And he'll knock Oak to the loser's bracket. Plus the Devena doesn't land. Push out of measure. Good try, though. If Oak was closer, that would have definitely done the job. Venator gets it this time, though, yeah.
Parried with my arm.
Yeah, you were just close enough. I think the blade had no chance of connecting. A grab would have been just fine there, too. Stab, yeah, it's not looking good for Oak. We've seen some comebacks, though. He'll surely put up a fight going forward, but it's... Ooh, Venator scored a hit. The momentum is definitely on Venator's side. High guard cut. Yeah, just trying to catch Oak with the reach there, making it tough by claiming space with the sword. And there's another one. Two more needed for Venator. Very good performance. Oak just not able to find a way to break through that defense. And I like that Venator's trying to be active with Isabella too. That seems like
Yeah,
a very important thing to do with her lately.
after her neutrals are a little bit faster now, she can be a little bit more aggressive with her
Mm-hmm.
playstyle.
Ooh, that kind of dipped under and hit the arm with the linger. Nice, and then got a follow up. One more needed. Upcut, stab, cut. Oh my goodness, doesn't kill. Hit the crossguard of that last one, I think. So unlucky, but that's still pretty huge. 2 hits. High guard cut doesn't land. Surely Oak is low on stamina, though. That will make his defense more flimsy down the road. And yeah, stab to the arm.
GG. Great fight. 14-4. And Oak will actually have to play now against Koala. Koala will be on the left, Oak on the right. Oak, if you need 2 minutes, let me know. Actually, you know what? Let's give Oak 2 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to post the announcement for the next tournament. I know that he's ready to fight, but it's always good to just take a breather after losing a fight. Host. Let's put it here. And I'm gonna make it 5 flags in the random tournament. It's gonna be best of 3 in the winner's bracket and best of 1 in the lower bracket. I think that 5 flags makes it even more random, and it usually goes fast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me also register. Oh, and I forgot to mention that it will start immediately after. Mike is crying. Maybe it's gonna work. I'm gonna try again. I don't know. Okay, Oak is in. So this is the fight for. They both got the top 3 in the tournament. Koala versus Oak, a little bit of a classic. Koala is actually going to be on the left and Oak on the right. for Koala. Are you gonna compete in the random thing? Oh yeah, he's already there.
L finals.
Yeah, so the winner will climb back to the winner's bracket.
Some banter in the chat. I love it.
And I like
Between these two.
I like this fight, but warning for Koala here. Oak knows how to play this matchup.
Nice lunge there. Gets the first flag. And a double. I like Koala's patience, but sometimes he just cracks the moment the exchange happens. And Oak will exploit that instantly. Good exchange. Back Y. No kill, though. Tired. Yeah, that's Oak's chance there. Oak really testing that guard there, Koala being patient, but he isn't able to find any initiative, so Oak keeps going. There's another flag. Push, nice, yeah. Koala style there. Ooh, double. The lunge doesn't connect there. Might have hit with the handle, I'm not sure. But still, a hit to the head versus a low hit. Often the hit to the head will be favored a little bit. So it was still a high risk maneuver from Oak. And the upcut there from Koala. Koala looking to come back here. Definitely looking possible now that he has the timing down. Bunch of cuts.
I'm back.
Yeah, it's 4-4 now. That lunge not successful for Oak. And we actually saw Hassan tank it, so that kind of confirmed my suspicion there. He doesn't want to risk a hit to the head when he goes for that move.
I remember when I first picked up Hassan and I was fighting Oak in those role play events, and he beat me every time.
Mm-hmm.
I found it such a difficult matchup, but Koala is unpredictable as ever.
Yeah.
And you know what would be
Ooh.
funny? Koala joining last
Mm-hmm.
minute, me letting him join last minute. We fight in the first round. I still
Mm-hmm.
win, but then he climbs back from the lower bracket and beats me twice. That would be just crazy.
Yeah. It would speak to his skill too, just picking up a new character and doing this well. I mean, he's still shown that he's skilled here, but that would be even crazier. Oh, barely gets the double there. Oak must be happy with that, actually. Ooh, yeah, that HP is proving crucial here for Hassan.
Koala has 3 match points here.
Yeah. Oak needs something that's more threatening that'll kill Hassan right away. But that can be easier said than done when Hassan is thinking the same thing. But
Nice.
there's a hit to the arm. That false edge cut, just not connecting because Koala is moving really well. Good try from Oak. You can see how imposing Hassan looks when Laszlo is fighting him. Because Laszlo's normally pretty tall himself, but he is ever so slightly dwarfed, both because of Hassan's height and actually the hat really amplifies it too. It's not as big of a height difference as it looks, but
Last
just the way
flag.
he stands, and everything. Yeah. Yeah, it's anybody's. I think Koala is gonna somehow end this with a grab. No pressure, Koala. Just do whatever it takes, but I just have a feeling he might try it though. And he might actually do it even though I suggested it. And Oak is obviously gonna be ready for it. Oh, but nice. Good pressure.
Nice comeback. Koala gets third though, just randomly competing and picking a new character, and it still gets third. Congratulations. Oak climbs back up to the finals, where he's going to face me again. Hopefully, it's not going to happen the same thing as last time, which is I won the semifinal and then he won the finals. Let's see if he's ready to go. Okay, Oak is ready, so let's get into the grand final. So reminder, this is going to be again the same system, best of 2, but if Oak wins this one, then it's gonna come down to just one set of 7 flags in the second final.
Mm-hmm.
Especially considering that we fought. So if I beat him once and if he beats me once, then one set should be enough to just settle it. Here we go. Still, no matter the result here for Oak, he still secures some points in the rankings. And I think he also won. He won Tao's tourney this week, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, so if he wins Tao's tourney and yesterday's tourney, and then he has the chance to win this one, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And he is the USFC champion, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay. All the marbles. all the accolades.
That's why I'm saying, man, like I think if there's an actual candidate for best player in the server right now, I think it's Oak.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at the results, oh,
Oh,
block stun. Oak,
you were finishing your fall. Yeah, you were block stun though. Anyway,
Oak was the #1 on the server last month, so he has the title of Grandmaster. But when it comes to all time, oh nice, you are still #1
mm-hmm.
all time after switching to this point system.
Nice, reaches around there. You never know, Oak could go on a roll here. I mean, with players this good, the previous fight's pretty much irrelevant. As long as Oak's head is in the game, he can do just fine, and he can even win the whole thing. Venator knows it too, especially if momentum now against him. It's a very similar result, but reversed to the previous round they fought. That false edge cut, not quite connecting the stab. Ooh, that was so close, surely, to connecting, but I'm honestly surprised it didn't connect. Probably Venator is too.
Okay, I got the flag.
That is something I've kind of thought of as well. Like, obviously, Marie does have issues with accuracy, and she does have issues with getting the kill more than any other character. But I feel like sometimes we have a bias. Like, when it happens to other characters, we don't talk about it much. Like, Isabella had it happen a few times. I don't know, just an interesting thing. Like, it's not just stabs that sometimes aren't securing the kill, is what I'm trying to say. But that's not to deny that Marie has it happen the most. But definitely something to keep in mind that even cuts very often do not always get the kill. Although this time, yeah, I mean, that was a hit to the head, so I would hope so.
Okay, gonna switch sides. Very decisive win there for Oak. And that's what Oak does. Like he was just
Mm-hmm.
3 flags behind Koala, almost lost the match, and now he's winning 7-1 in the final.
He's Venator scored a flag. Return of the Oak. Yeah. Low guard from Venator. Thrust. It's actually a really good guard. Yeah, that cut. It's by no means overpowered or unblockable or anything like that. But if you're not prepared for it, it will just wrap around your blade and hit you. It's a really good move. And Oak is not afraid, like I was saying earlier, to just fire that off when it's the right moment. Thrust, the cut, hitting the hilt there.
I hate that.
Snap cut to the head is able to secure the kill. And right now, Venator wants to maintain a big lead if he can. And obviously he needs to win. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But he really wants to win by a good margin to have the best chances going forward of stopping Oak. Push out of measure just barely there. Snap cut, nice. Yeah, both of these fighters have had fights where the one dominates over the other. Oh, guard. Into thrust. Nice from Venator. Good bait. Oak thought he had a clear hit there, and if he was closer, that was the case, but Venator spaced it perfectly. Thrust attempt. High guard from Venator. Oak closes in. It was probably good that he backed away, though. Venator was ready to strike him there. Isabella's hair going crazy. Super Saiyan. Oh, there's a kill. And a win right now for Venator would be very good. It would almost even the playing field.
Okay.
Nice.
Rematch, Oak. Do you want a rematch? Yeah, probably. Okay, so he has 6 and I have 5.
Yeah, so this was very good for Venator here. Very good chances of winning, especially if this trend continues. Obviously, Oak can win it as well. This is the type of final we like to see. That was cool, the blades intercepting each other, but no hit. Oak putting his hand in danger, but he kind of has to in some of these to reach farther and get past Isabella's guard. Once Laszlo does that, that's where Isabella's guard really suffers, especially towards the head. Deep lunge there is blocked. Oak just applying tons of pressure. Venator not cracking, though. He's forced on the defensive. Bunch of dashing. High guard lands, though. I think Oak was a little out of position, and that's all it takes. Might have also been trying to throw something. Iron Gate there. And that stab doesn't quite connect, but it was a good try. And it also kind of tests the waters. Keeps Oak on his toes, so it still did the job there. And at this point, the score is even between these two. Good hit to the leg and a stab. Venator now ahead by 1 flag. Obviously, I'm speaking of the total, not the round, for the viewers. There's one for Oak. Huge. Oak doesn't want to lose too much momentum here, so that flag keeps him in the game. Applies some pressure to Venator. Going with low guard again, but doesn't quite go for an attack. Upcut there, nice try. And the high guard again, it applies a lot of pressure though, because he has to address the threat. Can't just ignore the high guard. Snap cut after the regular cut, it looks like, is able to secure a kill. Score is even once more. Ooh, double. Or I should say even to where it started. They've sort of canceled out, so it's become that much harder. High guard cut though. Venator needs 3 more flags. to score this one, to win this one. That's a double, straight across the face, brutal from a Laszlo, but Venator still got a good hit. Ooh, double. Ooh, double.
I thought I got it.
Yeah, these moments are... Yeah, this has been another great set between these two. Just solid, high-level gameplay. High guard cut. Low guard, yeah, that was a good try, but wow, that was close. That could have been anybody's. That bait was very good by Venator. It's just once it got messy like that and Oak secured a kill shot, it didn't turn out so well. Oak needs 2 more.
Yeah, and I need 2 more.
Yeah, so we're back to
It's
even Stevens. High guard cut. I mean, what more can you ask for in a final? And we still might not be done yet, depending on what happens. Obviously, that's what Venator wants, but we'll see. Exchange there. Nobody got hit, though. Solid from both of them. Good feint, and eventually the high guard cut lands. Oak overextending a little bit, I would say. Possibly also trying to throw something, but got tagged. That snap cut actually securing a double. It hit the wrist. Although I'll tell you, I'd rather take that hit to the wrist than that train wreck of a cut coming down to the head, but nevertheless, you don't want to be hitting the wrist if you can avoid it. It's a pretty bad place to be hit.
There is a sweet spot where you can hit Laszlo in the leg. I'm trying to find it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something I've noticed too, actually. But this time it's the wrist. Nice.
GG, great fight. We had a good back and forth, but Oak still manages to win the 2nd place here. And I win this tourney. Oak gets 2nd, Koala gets 3rd. Thank you everybody for competing. You are all invited in approximately 15 minutes to the random character tournament. We have 7 people in there already. Registration is still open for another 15.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Subu, thank you for helping out. I'm sure
No
we'll
worries.
have some fun in the next one. And I'll close
For
the
sure.
stream, and in 15 minutes gonna start the new one.
All right. See you.